Today, I'm going to be talking to you about why investing in personal training could be the best decision you ever make. You see, when people want to get healthy or get in shape, the first thing they want to do is go exercise, which can be a tremendously beneficial thing. But what tends to happen is people tend to look for the cheapest option, but still get individualized attention. And the best way to do that is to be doing group fitness. Now, there are a ton of group fitness facilities all over the country. So today I'm going to be using a generic average across the country for both group fitness and one-on-one training. You see, when you're in group fitness, the biggest issue with it is that it's group. Everything that you're doing is what everybody else is doing, and it doesn't take into account your personal limitations. For example, if you're someone who has a shoulder issue and the group class requires you to do a shoulder press and it causes you pain, there's not a whole lot that instructor can do for you other than modify the exercise. You see, it's not just from an individual standpoint either. You see, it's also from a financial standpoint, depending on what's important to you and what you value. Let me give you some perspective. An average group class runs about 60 minutes with an average of 20 people. If the trainer that you were working with was absolutely perfect, they would be spending about 3 minutes with you every single time that you have a class. Now, the big benefit of group fitness is that you can come very frequently because obviously the cost is lower. However, because of the 3 minutes of individualized attention, let's just assume you take 5 classes a week, Monday through Friday. That means a weekly basis, you are only getting about 15 minutes of personal attention from your actual trainer. If you take that 15 minutes and you multiply it by 4 weeks, which is roughly about 1 month, you'll see that you will end up spending about 60 total minutes with your trainer working on you specifically. You see, when you have 60 total minutes a month and you're paying, and this is average across group training, $200 a month, you are essentially spending and investing $200 of 60 minutes for you as an individual. I understand that you're in a group facility and there's guidance kind of the whole time, but remember, there's zero individualized attention. And in a world that we live in right now, individualized attention is extremely important because the fitness, and the longer fitness is around, the more injuries tend to come out. We've had a ton of people come to Rise Above Fitness here in Shorewood just to remove pains from other group training facilities that they may have. So the question becomes is, what do you value? Now, you see, when you invest in one-on-one personal training, the individualized attention is all on you, meaning nothing that you do in any given day is going to be for somebody else. So let's break this down. If you have 60-minute sessions and you're only one person, that means on a weekly basis you are going to be spending 60 minutes with your trainer. Well, if you do just one session a week for 4 weeks, that would be 4 sessions for the month. 4 sessions, an average of $100 a session, would bring you to $400 for the month. However, if you actually take 60 minutes and also multiply it by 4, you can see that your $400 a month is going to turn into 240 total minutes of individualized attention for you. So I know what you're thinking. You're like, Paul, I don't have any limitations that would require me to be needing individualized attention. Well, you see, it's not just about pain either. I'll tell you a quick story. I had a client one time who got very, very ill. He basically had food poisoning, and after a week and a half, he got very, very discouraged. It was part of our coaching in that one-on-one individualized attention for that person that allowed him to basically break through that plateau, get out of his mental fog, and keep going to get to the amazing results that he's getting today. You see, at the end of the day, I don't really care if you do group fitness or one-on-one training. What's important is that you're making sure that you're headed towards the goal that you want. If you want endurance, make sure that you're training for endurance. If you want strength, make sure that you are training for strength. It's very important that you don't just go through the motions in order to become healthy, and you set yourself small goals so that you can attain them and then remotivate yourself.